let's talk about searching for postdocs. I'm a fourth year PhD student in France. My clock is currently ticking because we're in December and my contract ends the end of September. So 9 more months to go and I have to be out of this parental nest of home PhD laboratory. So I have literally no idea how I'm gonna make it, but let's see in real time what we can do, what kind of strategy we can build. So I asked around my friends and colleagues at the institute, what did they do to find a position which in France is in between 1 and 3 years, and how they stayed in the academia. And I think that would be logical to divide all of these strategies into 3 main ones. So basically the first one would be to search for an open job opportunity. That's something that I did with my PhD. I just found a job offer, just applied, and they just took me. Why this is amazing and why I would want this to work for my current postdoc search, because the project is well defined, the host lab has money. This is an amazing point. You don't have to search for it yourself, thus you don't have to waste your time that you could be producing your results on grant writing. At the same time, that means that the project is most likely well defined, just because in order to get some money, your future supervisor has already wrote something, some kind of a proposal. On this point, I'm not sure where exactly I'm gonna be searching, but what I did for my PhD position, I just found it in a newsletter. Maybe I need to start paying attention more to those daily mails. There are some portals that gather postdoc offers, as well as there are some newsletters or something related to conferences where they post job openings, and sometimes they have postdoc opportunities for there. So that's the first idea. Now the second one will be to write a proposal yourself. In France and in Europe in general, there are a few PhD opportunities that provide you with scholarships for your project. So they're project-based, jury-reviewed competitions where you submit a proposal at a certain date and then you get an answer at the end of this whole story and you either get your scholarship or not. And so what some laboratories do, they first hire you for 1 year on their own money and then they ask you to work on the proposal, which I think is a pretty nice idea of how you should advance, just because the project can be mostly defined and you're still gonna work on its definition overall in any case. So why don't you just try to apply for additional money? And I think in academia it's an amazing skill to learn how to write proposals and get grants, because without money basically cannot exist as a research unit. And the third big strategy would be to cold email or reach out directly to PIs that interest you. Those may not have necessarily a project yet that they get funding for, but they're obviously working on some new stuff periodically, I'd say. So you've got some chances to join this PI that interests you on a very early stage of the new project. So you could also contribute to the project development, to grant writing, and like this you can also choose whoever to work with. So in this sense, I think that would be ideal to go via your supervisor if they have any kinds of connections with people who might interest you that should worth a shot. Many of my friends found their postdocs over conferences. During writing your thesis, you obviously cite plenty of papers written by the professors that might interest you. Obviously, you may meet those professors during conferences or meetings or talks. So I think that leveraging either your network or your PI's network, which is more likely, let's be honest, at this stage, is a good idea. So I think for my strategic thinking, I am going to do several steps. First, I'm going to consider the 3 of those strategies, because the more the better, right? And I still have 9 months to figure out what to do. I know that I plan to stay in Paris for the future postdoc. That is extremely helpful, just because I know what city to target and I obviously know what broad area of research to target. So I'm gonna start by creating a list of laboratories in Paris that might interest me. This is not as straightforward because I obviously met lots of people. I am a fan of lots of professors around the world, but unfortunately none of them are currently in Paris. So we've got to dig deeper in order to find the right match. But the list always helps. Second action point would be to go and start just checking, just looking around, checking the opportunities on newsletters and writing down everything that they find. I recently saw a postdoc, something related to decision making in my field, still related to brains, but not that much to language, and I kind of want to stay in the same area, so that was not a 100% match. But I also think that the postdoc is the right moment where you can approach professors that have a complementary expertise to yours, because you already have something to offer. So maybe with your new host PI, you can be like a puzzle and you can create a collaboration that would like their scope of knowledge and your scope of knowledge, and you're gonna cross like Euler's circles. So my seminar is done. Look at this beautiful elevator. Today I am heading to an exciting seminar. I'm actually targeting, let's say, cold emails, but mostly asking around people what they're doing and being interested. And that's a topic that I've been interested in for a long time now. Through the prism of auditory neuroscience, it became a bit more clear. I've been to this amazing fun place called Paris Santé Campus. There are like several startups and also universities working on different health-related projects. So it was in itself a very interesting experience, and the speaker was from a different lab that is not as far away as this campus is. But I actually kind of like this district. It's pretty nice even though it's pretty far away from the center. So the seminar itself was kind of fun. I made a connection, I asked questions, but I'm not sure that I worked at the 100% of my abilities in terms of presenting myself and my work, just showing the interest. So let's see if I can do better next time. Going to my coaching session.